Alright, we're going for Vera this time. Let's, God, our creativity is terrible. Oh my god, most of our stats are terrible. Alright, let's just hope for the best, shall we? You see Miranda and Vera chatting away, their eyes gleaming the gleam of scheming. Crowd surfs isn't doing nearly as well as I thought it would. Oh, if it isn't Valkii. Would you like to be a customer? Once upon a time, surfs were only for the rich and fabulous. Is she wearing Daisy's dress? From Mario? I like Vera and myself. But now, thanks to our app, Crowd Surfs, you too can have your very own crowd-funded surf. The app is being generously funded by my royal family, who wish for everyone to experience the joys of royalty and get richer off of it. I think our business might be failing because the surfs are simply not of high enough quality to maintain customer interest. The surfs need to have more enthusiasm for their jobs. We need to recruit from the right locations. Don't be absurd. If there's one thing being royalty has taught me, and there's definitely more than one, it's that you can trick anyone into doing anything as long as you give them the right incentives. But why not start with the easily manipulated in the first place? Valkii, what do you think? Vera's right. Why not recruit people who want to be bossed around at a Leather Daddy convention? Miranda has a point. Everyone wants to win. Host an unpaid labor competition where the prize is doing more unpaid labor. This is not going to work because all my stats are shit. Oh, okay.
Not bad.
Oh, I like that quite a bit. Excuse me, but if there were conventions for daddies, I am quite sure I would know about them. My father is one of the most powerful dads I know, so if he was not invited... Just stop right there, Miranda. Trust me. How does this sound? Free lifetime of submission, dirty talk guaranteed, dress code, come as you are. Vera, with the help of a confused Miranda, goes to the next Leather Daddy convention in town. The next time you see Vera and Miranda, they seem much, much happier. These serfs we recruited are so enthusiastic to serve. Most inexplicably so. And as an unexpected fringe benefit, all the serfs keep trying to one-up each other's uniforms. So I created a line of latex and leatherware that's making almost as much as crowd surfs in the first place.
That has been quite pleasing.
It's a win-win-win situation, and don't worry, Valkii. I won't ask how you know so much about the fetish community. Yay, siding with Vera always makes her happy, and to show her appreciation, she gives you money and smarts. Cool. Kind of wouldn't have minded something else, though.
Let's go.
You find Damien and Vera hunched over a scale model of spooky National Bank made of milk cartons, lunch trays, and ketchup packets. Alright, we'll go through the side entrance, disable the alarms with an EMP, and blow the safe. Why don't we just blow up the side entrance, blow up the alarms, and blow up the safe? Because we only have so much C4, Damien. That sounds like a personal problem. What's this thing? Damien points at a kosher dill pickle in front of the vault labelled Police Ogre. That's the Police Ogre. He's got eyes all the way around his head, never sleeps, doesn't take bribes, and is invincible in combat. Can we blow him up? No, we can't blow him up. We need to find a way around him. Well, I'm out of ideas. Yo, Valkii, we'll cut you in on the heist if you can solve this ogre problem for us. Luckily, you're a heist mastermind. Before Vera or Damien can react, you... eat the pickle. Rob the bank yourself and split the money with Vera. Quick as a flash, you take a cab over to the bank, walk in the front door, fist bump the police ogre, and walk out with all the money. You ride back to school and dump half the money out on the table, totally burying their shitty scale model of the bank. What? How? You explain that you and the police ogre go to the same salsa dancing class, taking advantage of personal friendships for illicit profit. I've never respected you more. I assume this pile of money and gold ingots is my share? You nod, sexily. Hey, where's my cut? I've got your cut right here, interloper. Vera stabs Damien with one of the irresponsibly sharp butter knives the school cafeteria provides. You've never been more turned on.
Let's go.
Alright, let's get some fun. Oh fuck! I need to start looking at the side thingy. That's so annoying. I don't want any of this shit, I'm sorry. I've wasted a whole day. Or a night. I've wasted an entire stat building thing. Like a way to get stats. Right, she's in the bathrooms, so we can't go to the bathrooms. Later, you see Miranda and Vera cornered by the wolf pack, who are watching them like a pack of wolves. How would one of you ladies like to go on a date tonight with the hottest dogs ever to not be literal hot dogs? I wouldn't. At all. This is not at all how I like my courtships to begin. Where are the jewels? Where are the flowers? Where are the bloody heads of my enemies? Oh man, we'll show you courtship on the court when we win on the court at sports. We'll show you sportship courtship. Every time I think the guys at this school can't get any dumber. Oh, I get it. You're both shy. Don't worry. Our barks are worse than our bites. Except when we're doing sports, because then we bring it. Yeah! But if neither of you have the confidence to say which one wants to go out with us tonight, we can just choose for you. Yikes. Like, they're relatively well-intentioned, but you should definitely step in and save one of them. You don't want to go out with Vera. I hear her snakes have syphilis, or tonight Miranda can't. I have 2 tickets to Cirque de la Mer's underwater show. I just feel like this is not going to work because I have really shit charm. Oh, okay. I do have a bit of boldness. That's weird. Yes, that's exactly right. They do have syphilis. Poison flows through my very veins. I am a powerful, dangerous, bad bitch. Fear me, you puny little mortals, and fear my ability to destroy you effortlessly. You know what? I think I just heard Coach calling us. We need to go practice not getting STDs. With that, the wolf pack is out. Vera, I'm so sorry to hear about your illness. I had no idea. Mary, my snakes don't actually have syphilis. I'm not doing the snake thing anymore. We were just giving them the slip. Oh no, you started something awful, but at least it worked. You gained smarts and boldness. Okay. I'm gonna go with charm now.
Let's go.
Well, after this, obviously. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. Do you want to know what this one is for, Vera? No. I'll take that as a yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, this swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings, where you plan to brutally murder all the guests. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. If you fold the napkin like so, it creates a self-aware napkin whose sole purpose is to fold more napkins. This writhing snake fold is for when it is time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining napkin folds, obviously. Well, that's quite a specific fold. Under what circumstances would one use... Oh, I see. Damn right you see. And notice how my whole head is covered in writhing snakes. So basically, just assume that don't talk to Vera about napkins time is all the time. It's a year-round festival. People the world over celebrate it by not folding napkins at me. Well, it's not a very elaborate napkin fold, is it? You explain that what your fold lacks in complexity it makes up for with the 12 ounces of cobra venom it can spit at will. Right, well, I see we subscribe to different schools of napkinery. I'll leave you two to it then. Your reward for running Miranda off is a one-on-one lunch with Vera. You've never felt so alive.
Let's go.
Alright, without warning, Vera pulls you aside and hisses in your ear. Oh my god, the stalker's back. You follow her pointed finger and see a guy dressed in a white toga and winged sandals facing away from you. He looks like a creep. Does he think you're Medusa by any chance? He's been following me everywhere. He thinks I don't notice him checking me out in that mirror shield he has, but I totally do. Oh, it's such a chore being this beautiful all the time. How am I ever going to get rid of him? Threaten to feed a damsel to a sea monster, that'll distract him. He looks Greek, why not bribe Zeus, the king of gods? I don't know. Oh, I don't have any money. With all the money left in your bank account, you go to the liquor store and buy a 40 of King Cobra and some Pez. You pour it all out in the parking lot and look expectantly up at the sky. Lightning strikes you twice. Good God.
So pathetic.
I'd rather take my chances with a stalker than slum it with a poor person who doubles as a lightning rod. I didn't know how much money I would friggin' need for that. Because you blew all your money at the liquor store, you don't have any left over for your hospital bills. You lose boldness and money. Okay, Nope, she's in the library. I made sure to check that time. Oh, it's so hard to know what I should get and what constitutes what stat. I don't know. Vera is trying to teach you and Scott how to play craps when you hear an all too familiar howl. Guys, the Wolfpack is here. It's my family and teammates, the Wolfpack. Yes, wonderful. I'm sure they're here to share their latest intellectual achievement. What's up, my dogs? Hey guys, Vera was just... That's cool. So guess who's got a hot date lined up for this weekend? Ooh, don't tell me. I've got this. Is it you? Bingo, broski. Turns out online dating's super easy. Yeah, the secret is just be hot, like me. Sure. Or you can just use an actor's face and body instead of your own face and body on the dating website. That's what we did. Aren't you worried about the potential consequences of that? Like what's going to happen when your date realizes you're not actually handsome McStrong pecs? How did you know which actor we chose? And what are we gonna do? That's a very real problem that we never considered. Luckily, you're an expert at online dating and at lying. You share with them the perfect solution. Spend the entire date inside a cardboard refrigerator box covered in question marks. Mystery is alluring. Just be yourself, but first tear off the actor's face and wear it, so yourself... I mean... I can't. I just don't have anything. Oops, I didn't read that. But how are you gonna fit inside one big box? Oh, that's easy, Scott. We're athletics. We're athletes. I got something in my eye. We'll just sit on each other's shoulders. Oh, thank goodness. The one flaw in this plan cleverly solved. The Wolfpack happily goes off to find a cardboard box and you congratulate yourself on a job well done. But the next morning you wake up to a troubling newspaper headline. Internet date ruined by stack of wolves wearing cardboard box. Scott and Vera will never let you hear the end of this. Oh, look at my stats.
Let's go.
I mean, sadly, I think oh God, I'm so tired. I think the thing about this game is that you have to play, you gotta play it a lot and then you will eventually, you'll just know all the answers, I guess. Because I think there's a lot of conversation. Alright, Vera's about to lift a glass of scotch to her immaculately painted lips. You can drink whatever at this school, apparently, when Miranda screams, "Stop! Don't drink that!"
What?
Why not? This scotch costs more than most cars. Has your taster tried it yet? What taster? You don't have a taster? What if your drink is poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and royal title? Listen, Miri, I only drink 4 things. Scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight-up poison. You drink poison on purpose? Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. You think poison actually harms me? Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drink? Or poison? Ugh. What do I have to do to get you to drop this? Simple. Hire a taster. Fine. Any volunteers? This might just be the big break you've been looking for. You raise your hand and when Vera picks you, you... Drink all her scotch, enraging Vera and delighting Mira. Pretend to be poisoned, terrifying Miranda and amusing Vera. You shoot Vera a wink, take the tiniest sip of her scotch, and then... No, stop vomiting. How will you be able to taste for poison if you're too busy foaming at the mouth and vomiting? You fool! She is poisoned. Run and tell the authorities before this poor sap's face melts off or something. Oh dear, oh my! I'm no good in crisis situations. Curse my uniformly pleasant childhood. Miranda faints with the utmost drama. If there's one thing princesses are good at, it's fainting. Haha, that was hilarious. I should put poison in my scotch more often. You can stop vomiting now, by the way. She passed out. Oh, do you need the antidote? Alright, here you go. I guess I should have let you know the scotch was actually poisoned. Oh well, how about we get ice cream to make up for it? Your stomach's still too weak for ice cream, but you're never too sick to spend some quality time with Vera. Okay, what the fuck are we gonna do? It's all so terrible. Oh god. Afterwards, you discover you've been poisoned and only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out.
Hey there.
There you are. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise and I need a consigliere? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I've never seen that fucking word in my life. The idea is simple yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. I call it murder. But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps, and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor... I don't know. Either way, it's just gonna be bad. Differentiate yourself by being the only service that offers free-range organic murders. Viral marketing, literally. Tailor a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. Sure. Oh, sweet. You can do that? Great! You can use my private chemical weapons laboratory. And so, this is working better than I could ever have imagined. Demand for murder has gone through the roof since you released that virus. Sure, the side effects include vomiting, bloody tears, male lactation, cobra feet, time dilation, rigor mortis, rectal teeth, renegade spleen, microaggressions, sudden tattoos, hair trauma, liquefaction, and coughing. But it's well worth it for the profits I'm raking in. Plus, I'm making a literal killing selling people the antidote for all those side effects. It's not actually an antidote though, it's actually just heroin. Same difference. Did you know they used to give heroin to babies as a cough suppressant? Yeah, the real world is exactly as amoral as this video game, but whatever. You gain creativity and money. Cool, I actually got some creativity for that one. Which I was lacking in, I guess. Alright.
Go.
What the fuck do we do now? Oh my god, I need to look! I need to look, I can't just look at the map, I need to look at the side. I'm so sad. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. With this you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your bitch, and then murder them too. And go to some kind of super prison? Street cred. Okay, what's the point? This is an event. This is also an event. We're not doing this one. Wait, that's 0 money.
Catch you later.
What? What? What was that?
Let's go.
No, but for real, what was that? Oh, is this just a temporary buff? Fuck. It looks like a temporary buff because it's there. Alright. Man, this is going really fast. Look at that. You find Vera sitting in front of a pile of money instead of food, as usual. Damien comes over and drops his own money pile on the table and also some organs. Not bad. But I prefer to exert a little less effort for my income. A dejected swamp creature slumps over to the table and adds some money to Vera's pile. Income? You mean this stuff? This is just what people throw at me to get me to stop punching them. And this is what people throw at me to keep me from revealing what kind of porn they're into. But I agree, the money is only secondary. The frowns on their faces are their own reward. Still, I'm always looking to improve efficiency. Have you tried developing business contacts in hell? Your victims will be even more terrified if they know death won't save them. Yeah, but that doesn't work on the undead. For those, you need a priest. A priest? You know how my family feels about priests. Ugh, I'm sick of terrorizing people at one at a time. There's gotta be a way to terrorize everybody in the cafeteria at once. And to make money at the same time. I'm sure there is. That is, after all, the essence of capitalism. Set the building on fire and charge an exit fee. It's a good one. Trick everyone in the cafeteria into having an orgy, then film it, blackmail in bulk.
Great.
Simple, elegant, raunchy. I like your style. But how are you gonna trick a whole room full of people into having an orgy? Don't tell me you don't know how to do that. Is this something you do all the time? Is this something you don't do all the time? I thought you were a prince of hell. Yeah, but I'm a prince of the burny part of hell, not the sexy part of hell. That explains it. Well, to answer your question, this is a room full of high schoolers. A slight breeze could instigate an orgy. Although the succubus sauce I snuck into the sloppy joes won't hurt either. It certainly doesn't. You, Vera, and Damien retreat to a safe distance to film the sexy carnage and avoid the fluids. It's a bit weird since they're all high schoolers, but okay, we'll just assume they're over 18.
Let's go.
That's not the only problem with it. I feel like that buff is gonna wear off. And I don't know how long. I don't know how long it's got. But that is a weird ass buff. I'm gonna get more money. I gain money. Between class periods, you discover a severed horse head in your locker. It has a note in its mouth telling you to meet Vera ASAP. I'm so glad you've come. I have another crime problem which would benefit from your insight. Thanks to your input, murder has cornered the market in base apt assassinations, and yet the other crime lords don't take me seriously. Just because I'm not a 40-year-old man with a scary scar, those sexist morons think this is just a phase for me. Since when did having a killer body and flawless skin disqualify a girl from a life of crime? It's disgusting. How can I show these chauvinist goons what crime really means to me? Come on, think of something. You're my most trusted advisor. Quit crime, they'll come crawling back once they see how bad it is without you. You know, if this advice was coming from anyone other than you, I'd ignore it, but you haven't been wrong yet. Fine, as of today, I'm quitting crime. I'll let the other bosses know, I'm sure they'll be so pleased. A few days later, you're getting a manicure with Vera when Gunbozo Gianetti, humorist of the deranged clown assembly, bursts in weeping. Well, either he's weeping or he's got a sad face painted on his regular face. It's hard to tell with clowns. What are you doing here, Bozo? Didn't I tell you I quit crime? Gumbozo makes a series of gestures, honks and quacks. Clownish. Luckily, Vera's fluent. What's that you say? The world of crime is a wreck without me? Do tell. He says nobody's been able to get good poison since I retired. Everyone's money is frightfully unlaundered. Plus half the bosses are dead because the letters I sent out announcing my sabbatical were full of vicious fungal spores. Well, I had no idea you were also miserable without me. You can tell the bosses I'm back in the game. Gumbozo leaps up in the air and clicks the heels of his enormous red shoes. I love you too, Bozo. We'll have a gang war to celebrate. See you on the battlefield. Gumbozo runs out of the nail salon and piles into his tiny car with his 20 closest friends. Vera looks at you, dumbstruck. I must say, I never thought this would work. You truly are a loyal advisor. Oh, if only you could be more than just an advisor. But you can't risk sharing your true feelings. Better just take the smarts and money and move on. This buff is gonna wear off. It has to.
Let's go.
It hasn't worn off. What is that? What is this? Why was it 0 money? And why is it buffed all my stats by like 10 or so? Not 10. Actually, maybe 10. Alright, where are we going? What in general could I do more of if this buff wears off?
Show me that.
Fucking hell, I need to look at the freaking thing on the side. I need to stop looking at the map. It's so bad. I'm not buying anything, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Hey, yeah, I can say hi. I wish if you left and didn't buy anything that it wouldn't take up your day. You find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of unidentifiable prime meat. Alright, Damien, I know we've had our share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition. Like when you told me not to bring all my knives. But I trust we can now put our differences behind us and enjoy the fruits of our labors. You mean the meats of our labors? Yes, together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our... Wait. Raw and bloody? You mean you're not even going to try using fire on it? Of course I used fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at a lit stove. Did the fire ever, you know, touch the meat? What would be the point of that? A cut this fine can only be eaten ultra rare. Like hell it can. You wait here while I get my culinary flamethrower. Damien, please, let's be reasonable about this. What is reasonable? If we can't come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. Valkii will surely make the intelligent choice for us, isn't that right? My word, the steak is too cooked already. Rub some ice on it and douse it in blood, quick! The only correct way to enjoy a steak is after its charred remains have been retrieved from a burning building. This one, obviously. Quite right, quite right. Someone turn off the heat. Get a frost wizard in here. Fetch me more blood from the blood bank. What the fuck? I'm not gonna eat a big chunk of raw meat? How am I supposed to ensure maximum suffering without fire? Oh darn, I guess I'm gonna have to enjoy this whole juicy steak by myself. Whatever, I'm gonna go burn down a burger joint and eat whatever survives the fire. Good for you, Damien. Live your best life. Vera slips you a thick stack of cash under the table. Unfortunately, she pays you in Vera bucks. More fortunately, your stack of Vera bucks is redeemable for 4.5 minutes of intimate eye contact. Juicy. Have my stats worn off yet?
Let's go.
No. The fuck is that? Is that just like a cheat? Did I accidentally use a cheat? I thought it was gonna give me like a random gift and it was like one-time thing you could get over like the course of a game. Like it was just gonna give me like a random thing. That probably wouldn't matter because it costs 0. Right, we're not going to get our charm up. We're going to... We're actually going to do this time. You find Liam storming out of the dressing room, still wearing his very fancy costume. He goes straight to Vera, where she sits in the audience, as usual, judging people. You've got to help me, Vera. Art is in jeopardy. Help you, please. I signed up to be a dramaturge specifically because it allowed me to criticize people without doing any real work. You may return to your calculated apathy immediately after helping me sign underground supergroup Yogurt Resort to score our play. You want Yogurt Resort to score our play? The ones who did help me, I'm drowning in tractors. I hate to admit it, but that's actually a very cool idea. The fact that someone besides me knows about Yogurt Resort only makes me slightly less excited about this plan, which should tell you how important this is to me. How are you going to pay for that, though? That's exactly what the director said. Everyone is trying to smother my artistic spark beneath the boot heel of capitalism. It appears that I must make some concessions to the invisible hand of the market if I am to realize my dream. Yeah, I definitely want this to happen, Liam. We just have to figure out how. Have a bake sale, but with cocaine instead of baked goods. Tell them we're all orphans and this is a charity event. What? I have 17 charm. How is that possible? Is this fake points? You know, I really am an orphan, right? Oh, sorry. Wow, awkward. You flee to the fire exit where you find a box marked, in case of awkwardness, break glass. You break the glass. There's nothing in the box. There's just glass in your hand now. That's fine. Whatever. Is that fake points? Because there's no way I would have needed more than that to beat that, you know? Let's just get our charm back. Hey Valkii, remember that one time at that one party where you explained to me in great detail your brilliant secrets of the business world? Holy shit, you do not, and that doesn't sound like your area of expertise at all. You must have been pretty drunk, but it's Vera, so you smile and nod. Well, I will be attending a very fancy and important business dinner event tonight, full of powerful people by exclusive invitation. And by exclusive invitation, I mean I'm going to use my Gorgon powers to turn the concierge into stone and then sneak in. I'd love to see you put other people's money where your mouth is if you're not doing anything tonight. You're planning on reorganizing your collection of very rare mint-condition Pokemon cards, the popular trading card game based on the even more popular video game Pocket Humans. Each card depicts a human being with a specific job and bio. But that can wait, so when the time rolls around for the fancy business dinner, you shove them in your pocket and roll out. Valkii, over here, glad you could make it. I've been raking in business cards hand over claw so far. I met Gertrude Gorgonzola, the Diamond Tampon Tycoon, and Ray K. Bebop, the social media influencer, rapper/robot. And they're both very excited to do business with me. How have you done so far? You turn out your pockets and show Vera the evidence of your endeavors, which consists of the lobby card for the hotel the convention is in, and the only thing handed to you by a real businessman, a sticky note with the word "No" written in red Sharpie. Maybe I should have invited someone else, literally anyone else. No, it's okay, you still have an hour left of the event. It's time to pull out all the stops and choose an amazing tactic to get as many business cards as you can to prove to Vera what a valuable business asset and or prom date you are. You may have no business and therefore no business cards to exchange, but you sure as hell have Pokemon cards, trade those. Convince the business people you have a rare disease that can only be cured if you are given 100 business cards. I don't fucking know. Oh my god, this sucks. This actually sucks. How do I not have enough charm? Can someone tell me that? I have 17 charm. Does this salad mean nothing? You stand on a chair and deliver a passionate, impassioned, impassive speech about the severity of your illness and your desperate need for business cards. It's incredibly effective. They all shuffle through their wallets for their business cards. You remember what Miranda once told you about rich people. They love staying ridiculously wealthy while using just enough of that wealth in ways that make them appear sympathetic. Thank you all so much for your generosity towards this poor, sickly, suffering, ugly soul. Thanks. I'll be collecting business cards on her behalf to cure her tragic compulsively illness. Compulsively illness, shouts the lizard person who is also a doctor. You can tell he's a doctor because he's wearing a lab coat and a stethoscope. I guess this is how he always dresses, regardless of circumstance. Yes, I've read about the old business card cure. The 100 cards must be blended into a paste to be administered anally. Oh no. The businessmen all mutter in agreement, eager to trust the doctor's authority. He's also wearing spectacles, so he looks super legit. I'll still be happy to be in charge of the collection. No, says the lizard person. I'm a doctor. Everyone drop their business cards in this blender that I always carry with me just in case a medical emergency arises that necessitates making an anal paste. Vera tries to protest once more, but her convincing arguments are drowned out by the whirring of the blender. Your plan having failed, you slink away in disgrace before business cards can be shoved up your butt. After all, you've already lost smarts and fun and Vera's respect. Oh. Just terrible. The salad means nothing. It means literally nothing. I should have known, so it's just like, it is like fake points, right? You take your seat beside arguably the two coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. I've already done this one, but it's fine. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I am devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there. And if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain, and I bet there's a way to make money off this too. Hang on, somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. Yeah. Perfect. I knew there was a way to monetize, and it keeps the animals from ever gaining an eternal resting place. What the hell is it with Vera and animals? But now the cruelty is extending even beyond their deaths. Hell yeah it is. Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, Valkii, for nailing down the specifics. Neither of you get the royalties, though. That being said, I will get you a double scoop of Rocky Road sole with sprinkles on top. Yum, maybe? We don't know. We've never eaten a sole before. But it sure is delicious getting Vera's approval.
Let's go.
Ah, okay. I want 20 smarts. Your mind's barely on what you're doing though. All you're really concerned about is your situation with Vera. Throughout her latest gang war, you've been her closest and most trusted advisor, maybe too close. You're worried Vera's become so dependent on your advice she's blind to your true romantic intentions. If only you had the courage to tell her how you really feel. After all, you don't want to end up in the advisor zone. You're so lost in thoughts of unrequited love, you hardly notice Vera sneaking up on you. Maybe that's also because of the invisibility cloak you helped her pick out. There you are. I was just going to pick you up. We've got a date tonight. A date? Then perhaps your affections aren't unrequited. With the head of Monster City's major crime factions to celebrate the end of the latest gang war. You're such a good and loyal advisor, I couldn't imagine going without you. Right, of course. Trying to hide your disappointment, you accompany Vera to the peace conference, but soon. You can have horse racing, but if you think I'm giving up murder's monopoly, you've got your head so far up your ass it's popped back out of your shirt collar. Larry, the actual crocodile, snaps his fangs. Gumbozo Gianetti of the Deranged Clown Assembly honks in disapproval. Timmy, the knife baby, chews his rattle menacingly. Alright, you scumbag, settle down. But it's too late. Larry the Croc unveils a wicked machine gun, Gumbozo makes a rocket launcher out of twisted balloons, and Timmy the knife baby produces a lot of knives. Hey, advisor, a little help here. If you don't save Vera now, you'll never have the chance to confess your feelings, so you take a deep breath and... That's gonna be charm, which I have less of than boldness. Yes. Fuck it. If you're not gonna get with Vera, you might... no. I think I just screwed up with Vera. Because I think this is on the way, since I've already got 2 secret endings, I think I get how you get them, or at least one of the secret endings, because I think there probably is 2 or more. But I think there's a way for you to get out of getting the secret ending if you don't want to get it, and I think I chose the wrong one. Okay, anyway, you might as well get it on with a freaky crocodile dude. You lock lips? What are you doing? Are you trying to bite his teeth off, or are you... Oh, wow. Larry the Croc is even more surprised than Vera. He and the other crime lords drop their weapons in amazement, giving Vera the perfect opportunity to shoot them all with her own akimbo Uzis. Ha 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 ha, love conquers all, suckers. Now wipe the blood and crocodile saliva off, Valkii. I'm taking you out to dinner. Oh, don't blush. I know you were just trying to make me jealous by making out with that dangerous crime reptile. But you know what? It totally worked. Oh my goodness, Vera. With Vera as the new queen of crime in your city, anything is possible. She even gets you plastic surgery to cover up the croc bites. Oh my god, we're not gonna get to go with her.
Hi.
Yep.
Let's go.
Prom. You know what, my dear advisor? Oh, see, we got the secret ending, I think lately I'm focusing too much on all our crime adventures. It's nice to be rich and feared, but what's the point if I don't get to enjoy life from time to time? So I have a feeling prom night could be a great way to unwind. What do you advise me to do? And then she winks at you. That's so rare that we don't even have art of her doing it. Also because she has an eye covered. In the end, you and Vera have a lovely evening together, followed by lots of thrilling crime adventures. Vera starts falling for you. She values how you respect her individuality and even supported her career by being her trusted advisor. The two of you do a great job of juggling being partners in both love and crime, mostly because Vera's great at everything she does. Also, she reminds you constantly. Also, she reminds you that the two of you may be partners in love, but in crime, you're still superior. You're still superior and advisor. But that's Vera for you, and under all that ferocious confidence, you can also perceive a deep respect for you. So beautiful. Crime is always the answer. Okay, most likely to devour her own children to survive. I haven't got that one before. Vera's quote, "You will all hear from my lawyers." Okay, so I've gotten 3 of 34 endings rather, and I assume, so that's at least 2 secret endings for each people, right? So that would be like 12. I don't know, there must be a lot more. That's a lot of events. A lot of outcomes. It's insane. Well, I'm glad we got one of Vera's ends, but I haven't actually just taken someone to prom yet. Like, there's been no just take them to prom. Which is a bit weird. I mean, obviously we go to prom, but these are the secret endings, not just the you go to prom with them ending. Is it? No, I haven't got the achievement for it. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we are and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place, but you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. Damien found peace in the most unexpected way. He kept punching everything till one day he punched his own anger to death. He's written a book about it. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. JK, he became an athlete. Duh, he's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and good-hearted as ever. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. How do I exit this again? Because I've already seen this, but we unlocked more images, which we can look at now. Alright, we got a new ending. Which is Crime Lord. Alright, let's have a look at the Polaroid we got. Cute! No day feels rainy with you. Oh, look. Good little... I don't like snakes, but these snakes are kind of drawn really cute. Oh, and wait, we're holding it up for her. That's so cute. I assume... I mean, this is the character I chose, but... No. Surely if you get all of them with the different characters, it'll change, right? There's no way that all of these are just the different characters as well, but maybe they are. Maybe they are. More art. Is this more concept art? It is. Brian. Who's Brian? Who the fuck is Brian? Oh wait, is this a character? I think that might be a character. Aw. This one's still really fucking good. Oh, 30 under 3,000. Alright. Oh, that was Vera. We finally did a ending for her. Yeah, I guess I'll have to like look up how to do other things. Like get the other endings or whatever, because if that option was the right one, that's very... I guess no, that's not... I guess that would be the right one when you think about how Vera is. If you just confessed your feelings, it probably wouldn't work. And I don't know how that works, actually. I'll have to look up like a big guide or something for it at some point. But yeah, that was Vera. We finally did her. We got her first one. We got like her first secret ending, first time. She's more like someone I respect, honestly, than who I would actually date. But yeah, who will we go for next? Let's have a look at the pictures. Should we go for Damien next? I feel like we'll need a little boldness for him. I have no idea what we'll need for Scott, because he's kind of like dumb. Anyway, yeah, we'll probably go for a Damien next. I will see you then. Bye.